Hey, what's up? This is Spawn, issue number 71. I'm not going to do any voices yet. If I decide to do this a bunch, I might get into that, but just don't want to. So I'm just going to read it normal, alright? And we'll see how long this goes. How long I feel like reading, how many issues I get through, whatever. It's something I thought about doing for a long time. I had done a few live streams some years back. Reading comic books and stuff, but whenever someone would come into chat, I'd end up chatting with them for a little bit, and getting all off the comic book. And I had uploaded some of those streams, and someone actually left a comment recently on one of them and was like, this is cool, but you talk too much about with the viewer or whatever kind of thing. So, anyways, gonna read issue number 71 here, and maybe just 71, maybe more. We'll see. But I love Spawn. I've always loved it. I actually had like the first 30 issues physical years ago when they first came out. Like I was in love with it. I loved the art style and I loved the story. And I was a big fan of Todd McFarlane just because of his version of Spider-Man was so cool. This is issue 71, Apparitions. At the end of the previous issue, it was really good, and I was like, I'm gonna start recording. Unfortunately, with this app that I'm using right now called Cover, it doesn't let me like zoom in easily, and when you read it in PDF form in the browser, it also has like weird stuff. It just depends on which app you use for to read a comic book on whether or not you can zoom in and stuff like that. Although I forgot I can. Oh wait, no, I can't do it on this one. Damn it! Keep thinking I can and I can't. It's always this app that bugs me, but whatever. It's over. After wreaking havoc on the denizens of Rat City, the malevolent messiah known only as the Freak has met his fate at the hands of Spawn. Without even understanding how Spawn summoned up a wave of karmic force, purging the twisted, malignant evil from the madman's soul and turned it back on him. Taking tangible form, maggots, worms, all manner of parasites, the sins of one man's life now devour their maker. The alleyways yawn. A cold wind rises up, spreading out across the city, as the Freak writhes in his final death throes, reclaimed by the darkness he embraced. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Still seething with anger, Spawn regards his handiwork with quiet pride. Bravo, bravo, quite a performance, Hell Spawn. Look on my works, ye mighty, and despair. Yeah, I like that character. It's Cagliostro, which I won't explain his character right now. He's a dark, mysterious kind of guy. Can easily have the idea that he's also an angel of some kind. But he used to be a Hellspawn as well, like Al Simmons. He was an abomination cog. He engineered a gang war and almost succeeded in killing me. He got no more than he deserved. Sure. A gang war you did almost nothing to avert. How many died here tonight, and for what? He's just one more corpse against the barricades. I'm tired of listening to you, old man. I just had my damn head blown off because of that Freak. I'm not in a very forgiving mood. Spare me the self-pity when you are going to face up to what you are. When are you going to face up to what you are? Nothing around you happens by accident. Your mere presence here on Earth affects things in ways you can't even begin to comprehend. This place, these people, your fates are bound together. Your existence matters, Spawn. Your actions matter, and it's time you started thinking a little more before you act. I'm in no mood for lectures, Cog. Not now. Tough. The forces you're dealing with make no allowances for your moods. You want to be a man again? Then start acting like a man. Look around you. You have to start putting the pieces of the puzzle together. What do you think the dead zone is? Why do you think you lose your powers there? You want to know? It's a celestial safe zone, literally a small patch of heaven here amid the desolation of Rat City. The Spawn lives in the alleys with bums, with homeless people, and there's this specific zone that we just found out in the previous issue, or the previous two issues, where Spawn actually loses his powers. It's not the first time it's happened, but this is a specific zone that he cannot actually walk into or anything like that. And what happened was he actually got killed. He had his head blown off. It was pretty crazy. So now he's telling him, he's like, dude, this is a zone for a reason, whatever, kind of has a purpose or whatever, that kind of a thing. So it's just quickly explaining that part. This all just happened, like right before this issue. And believe me, they're paying close attention to what goes on here. What are you telling me? I almost died, and now I'm supposed to believe that some filth-ridden hole filled with junkies and degenerates is some heavenly rest stop? And that they just sat by and let all this happen? Why should I believe anything you say? Go to hell, Cog. Been there, done that, don't care to repeat it, thank you. Spawn, this curse isn't going to just go away because you ignore it. By now I'd think you'd realize that heaven and hell bear little resemblance to what you learned in Sunday school, and that these aren't alleys, and these alleys aren't what they appear to be. Do you think that a prize soldier of hell is going to walk this earth without heaven keeping close tabs on you? If you and I are ever going to find a way out of this curse, you need to start asking the right questions. I don't know all the answers, Spawn, or I wouldn't be here. But I think I can help you with the questions. If you don't have the answers, old man, what good are you to me? Look at you, all this time and you're not 2 steps from where you started. That has to change, Spawn. You have to change if you want to survive. I'm not a big fan of this character. He's the positive vibe version, kind of the story. And he does have sense and stuff. It's just, without real answers, it always frustrates me. It's the same thing as kind of grow your own food, kind of positive vibes kind of answer to like madness. It's just like, okay, dude, just shut up. he's a good dude though, like, you know, he's not a bad guy. He's cool. It's just, let's see. So we're going to suburban Queens. The story always switches between Spawn, Al Simmons, the main character, until there's a later version. I won't get into that, but there's a different Spawn as well. There are different Spawns, different characters, but Al Simmons was the main character for a very long time in this comic book. So we go between his story and his wife, and his wife's new husband, which was also his best friend. Just popping that out there in case you don't know. Under a watchful moon, a gentle breeze sighs through tree-lined streets, and quickly again, I also find these parts the most boring until he gets into his conversation with his grandmother. Spawn gets into, like, those are usually pretty decent conversations. They always get into heaven and hell and stuff, but it's just, you know, it's interesting stuff. The night is quiet and still, save for the soft rustling of leaves across manicured lawns. Good night, honey, sweet dreams. Warm and safe beneath her blankets, little Cyan Fitzgerald sleeps like an angel. It is the sleep of the innocent, the serene, gentle slumber of childhood. Her breath comes slow and measured as she dreams in blissful womb-like comfort, without a care in the world. The same cannot be said for her mother. Earlier today, for the second time in recent months, Cyan broke out into a violent seizure-like outburst. Wanda Blake sighs, a teething soother tied to an old shoelace. For this, Cyan ran into traffic, screaming hysterically. She could have been hurt or killed. Why would she do that? A while back, Cyan was kidnapped. After it was over, everyone was surprised at how well she had adjusted, like nothing had happened. But it's clear now that something is wrong. Some delayed reaction to the ordeal, perhaps. A deep-seated emotional trauma. Perhaps even some permanent psychological damage. Alone with her thoughts, Wanda Blake imagines the worst. As of recent issues, the kid, very young child, has been going nuts over just her pacifier being dropped or lost-ish. She's gone crazy over it. And the pacifier has a shoelace tied around as the necklace is actually was used as a bandage for Spawn in his face to hold it together at one point in the story. It's interesting stuff. Hey babe, sorry I'm late. Honey, where are you? Terry, thank God you're home. What's the matter? Where have you been? I got up at the office again. No big deal. Oh, hung up at the office. Are you okay? Where's Sam? And this is Terry, the new husband slash best friend. She's sleeping. I called you at the office. Didn't you get my messages? Yeah, but they said it wasn't an emergency. I guess I just lost track of time. Terry, not an emergency doesn't mean not important. You should have called me back. I'm worried about Cyan. She started acting up again. Today it was horrible. Look, you're probably just making a big deal out of nothing. She's a kid. They go through stages, you know, terrible twos and all that. I'm sure she's fine. She's not fine. Really? And how are you so sure of anything? When was the last time you were home to tuck her in? You didn't see her earlier. This wasn't a stage. She was like a maniac. Okay, just calm down. No, I won't calm down. This is our child. We're supposed to be a family. Remember what happened to that? What happened to the man I married? Slam. All right, now we're over to Twitch and Sam. A couple ex-cops now, I guess. I'm pretty sure they got removed from the force for stuff. The wind picks up from the north as Sam and Twitch scour the sprawling mazes of Rat City for the being known as Spawn. Damn, I thought for sure this was the way. I can't seem to keep my bearings. If I didn't know better, I'd swear these friggin' allies keep moving on us. Hardly likely, sir. They are. It's a magical place. Well, we better find Spawn Boy pronto. Not that I'm sure what to do when we find him. Maybe if we double back. Look, sir, there's something up ahead. Hey boys, here's the stitch. Some kind of alley bum turf war, but that ain't the half of it. We ain't clear on the details, but something freaky is going down. I don't know, something preternatural, sir? Yeah, what he said. We'll take it from here. Okay, if you're sure you got a handle on it, we'll just finish up on our own. You two ain't going nowhere. And why is that? Cause this is official police business, and in case you forgot, you two ain't on the force no more. Ranks had the good sense to weed you out. Oh, Banks had the good. Banks was a psycho asshole. God rest his soul. Let's see. Banks is burning in hell if there's any justice. We may not be on the force, but we're licensed investigators. We got a legitimate case. You can hear me. You ain't getting in the alleys. Not tonight. You want to bitch to someone? Right, your congressman. Got that, Berkey boy. Besides, looky there, holy lard ass. Ain't that Fatmobile they're towing? You're fat, that Fatmobile. That's funny. Gee, that's a shame. Too close to a hydrant. We're cracking down on that. Part of the mayor's new civic pride campaign. What are you doing? Stop. Holy mother, son of a friggin' ass. Impressive, sir. I didn't realize there were so many expletives in the English language. You're a veritable Roger's of profanity. I don't know what that is. I know it's a reference. I just don't remember what Roger whatever that is. Pity it didn't get you out of the citation. Yeah, well, at least they didn't scratch up the chrome. So what now, sir? We cool our jets and plan our next move. So normally, parts like that, I actually kind of skim faster through. I'm just reading this for the video. These parts also bore me, the cop parts. Some parts are decent when they actually get into the details of the crimes and the corruption. I'm like, all right, that's interesting. But stuff like this, I'm bored. Like, it's like, whatever. I don't. This whole page could be gone, and I wouldn't miss it at all. This one too, probably. Here we go. Just the thing. Take the edge off. Clear away the cobwebs so we can think straight. Not exactly the rainbow room, is it, sir? Listen, yeah, this is so boring. Here, so there's a bunch of strippers, whatever, and then some action happens, I guess. Hey, come on, break it up, blah, blah. Look at their eyes, sir. They appear to be in some sort of trance. The seething crowd moves in a savage gyre. What the hell is that? What's a gyre? Or gyre? Bodies fly, careen, and collide in a mindless orgy of violence. Wait, there's something not right here. You mean besides the spontaneous outbreak of mass violence? With the trained eye of a veteran, Detective Burke scans the room. Something is out of place in the brutish swirl of motion. Give me a second, I smell a rat. Something that moves in counterpoint to chaotic melee. Where is it? Where is it? Gotcha. Wait, Twitch is the weirdo making off with a broad. I think he's the one behind this. How do you know? Gut instinct. And a formidable instinct it is, sir. Alright, buddy. Put the girl down. Where the hell did he go? You're right, sir. The man stopped as soon as the gentleman exited the building. Exited is right. Poof into thin air. This night just gets weirder and weirder. Sir, I think you should have a look at this. Her throat has been ripped out. I did forget to warn graphic violence and stuff. It'll be in the description. I meant to say that at the beginning before I started reading this. Yeah, graphic violence, man. Lots of blood and guts and stuff. And more so in some issues than others. 10 blocks away, look at this, regular massacre. This is what our fair city has sunk to, a turf war over who gets the best cardboard box. Ask me, these rejects did us all a favor. Can't stand these losers, always panhandling, peeing in the street, dirtying up your windshield. As far as I'm concerned, these bums aren't even people. That's a way that society is about a lot of people, especially the poor. It's funny. I still think it's very interesting and weird that homelessness is illegal. What that doesn't even make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. That's some crazy nonsense, dude. You're all heart. You know that, Boyle? Hey, Slim, you want to hurry this up? I'd like to get out of here as soon as we can. This place gives me the creeps. Why doesn't the city just plow this dump over and put up one of those nice shopping malls? Every one of them $5 a cup yuppie coffee joints would be better in this hellhole. And this is, I call that mentality, the whole, why don't we just get rid of them all, is a power of suggestion. Because normal, regular people that care about others would never think that way. They'd like, well, let's get them a home, let's help them out, or what, if they could, right? Like, if you could, when you normally want to help people, there are evil people out there, there are crazy things, whatever. I'm just saying, like, the power of suggestion gets people to agree. Because I hear normal people, so I have, throughout my life, normies, friends, family, throughout my entire life, I will hear that coming from them. Like, get rid of the homeless, oh, they're worthless. Behind all kinds of horrible things. And that's a societal thing. And it shouldn't be that way. It doesn't make any sense. If you really cared about people, you would never, like, even think that way. But yeah, no, it's crazy stuff, man. And what kind of sicko would actually call this place home? There's not wrong. Like, the alleys that in part of the Spawn's home are pretty gross and messed up and dark, and they're hellish. Alright, from behind the boarded up windows, Spawn surveys the carnage. Such a waste. All this over who has claimed to a wretched patch of nothing that most people wouldn't even spit on. The strewn, lifeless bodies of those urban pariahs litter the ground like so much refuse. No next of kin to notify, no money for a proper burial. Not that it matters much. Lieutenant Colonel Al Simmons had a hero's funeral. TV cameras focusing on his flag-draped coffin. It didn't do him much good, did it? That's funny. That's funny. He did, though. They gave him a big old ceremony. Well, he was a big soldier hero type thing. See, he ponders what Cog told him. One sec. Ponders what Cog told him earlier. There's more to these allies than he had ever believed. For better or worse, they are part of him now. They are his home. And like a spider at the center of a great web, he can make sense when something makes the mistake of crossing into his domain. Yoo-hoo, dead boy. Who's this guy? Is this the guy they saw in the bar? This might be the dude from the bar that had all the violence happen when the cops saw him. He's a new character. I'm not familiar with him. I knew you'd be skulking around here somewhere. Just had to follow the stench of rotting meat. It's a wonder you don't have a drooling dogs chasing around after you. What's the matter, Hellspawn? Aren't you going to invite me in? I don't know who you are, but I suggest you take a walk right now. There's been enough blood spilled tonight. I'd rather not add yours to it. Bloodshed. Ha! This is nothing past Paris during the Reign of Terror, St. Petersburg back in 17. Those were proper bloodbaths. Gutters ran red with this stuff. Hey, look at his face. That's crazy. He looks like a freaking vampire. Beautiful, I tell you. A sight to see. Makes me kind of misty just thinking about it. This is a drop in the ocean. Barely a trickle. Still, it's enough to work up the thirst. You know what I mean? It makes me think of the rabbit holes. Like, in my experience, my own personal experience, it never stopped getting worse. It never stopped getting worse. Darker, 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 bloodier, bloodier, bloodier. Just saying. It's that kind of, it's like, yep. If you think this is bad, you should see that kind of, it's horrible. It's like, anyways. The creature moves with blinding speed, quick enough to catch the Spawn off guard. It was stronger than he had counted on as well. Oof, you were warned. Find one more corpse against the barricades. Oh, hurt me, Hellspawn, hurt me. I hate that crap. It only takes half. That never makes sense to me. I hate when people like act like that's a joke. Like, it's just gross to me. I'm like, okay. It only takes half a moment for Spawn to recover. The Hellforged chains of his symbiote body armor stand poised to twist the creature's head off. But it is half a moment too late. Come on, Spawn, let me have it. What's the matter? You're going all limp on me. Okay. What? Oi? Yeah, it's oi. Well, don't worry. I hear what happens. That happens to everyone once in a while. That's funny. Get off me. Sinking in now, is it? Make sure. Yeah, sometimes I accidentally skip a page. We just fell into the dead zone. Didn't that old man warn you about this? Oops. A lonely patch of heaven right smack in the middle of all the urban decay. All of Hell's minions are powerless here. Feel it? All that power, all that might leaking out of you. No, you ain't going nowhere. See, I still have all my strength. Ain't that a kicker? But you're a... He thinks he's a Hellspawn too, I guess. A vampire, bloodsucker, Nosferatu, bingo, meat face. But that doesn't mean we're on the same team. So he is actually a vampire. That's funny. How does it feel, Hellspawn? I love that look on your face, but this isn't how it's supposed to end. But this isn't how it's supposed. He's already died though. Spawn has died many times, multiple times by this point, and he literally just had his head blasted off. And still here. This guy's like, I'm gonna kill you. Oh, this is the end. Like, it's just funny, man. And it could be. It's just funny. You may be the devil's slave, but not me. I'm batting for his competition. Oh, it's a vampire fighting for heaven. Like what? Spawn. What? Like, by the way, just in case you're wondering, this is going to hurt a lot. Did he just eat him? Stop! Enough. Is that Cagliostro? No, it's a bum. Oh, it's the. There's a bum who's an angel. He's just supposed to be a watcher and not intervene. Curb your bloodlust, fiend. You know you're not sanctioned to kill on the spot. Besides, what good is he to us if you destroy him? Interesting end to the issue. I hate cliffhangers, but that's how most of these go, though. Like as a series, they do tend to continue. And the only real bad thing about that is how much a comic book issue costs. Right? Like I want to keep reading it, but it's expensive. They used to be $1.99 when I was younger, when I first started reading Spawn in the 90s. I think it might have been $1.50. I'm remembering $1.99, but it might have been $1.50. And I remember hearing about that from adults when I was a kid. You know, like they used to be a quarter, they used to be 50 cents, it used to be a dime. You know, now that even for digital comic books, they're $6 normal price for 25 pages. It's not worth $6. It's not worth $5. That price is insane to me, man. Like that's you can read that in 5 minutes, man. Now this video is longer than that. I'm reading slower. I'm not like reading fast through it and stuff, which I would do normally. I do speed read ish. You know, I'm not trying to get through it really fast. It's just how I read. But when I'm doing it for like a video, I do read a little slower to make sure I'm saying everything out right. Sometimes as I read, I'm just thinking it right. I'm not reading it out loud, so it's even quicker because of that. But anyways, I love the art in this series, man. It's always so good. Well, almost always. Some styles, when they let the other artists come in and do like a little mini series or whatever, I'm not a fan of their types of art style and all that. I think I'll read one more issue for this video. I'm in the mood to continue reading. And yeah, alright, so let's go to the next one. Bloodless. Number 72. It's a pretty cool cover. Imagine a night so deep the shadows billow and swim as if alive, and the wind, cold as the full moon above, carries with it faint scent of blood. Tonight is such a night. Al, you okay? Imagine a place where heaven and hell cross paths in the ragged shadows of long abandoned buildings, where derelict angels roam the alleyways among throngs of the homeless, where renegade vampires in heaven's employ are stationed, and where hell's errant soldier, a being called Spawn, is once again caught in the crossfire. This is such a place. It has been a night of violent upheaval for Spawn, a showdown with the madman known as the Freak, a gang war among the denizens of Rat City, and he has just now endured the rabid attack of a vampire, only to see the creature called off by the mysterious vagabond named known as Bootsy. Just take it easy there, big guy. Everything's gonna be okay. Bootsy? What the hell is going on, Bootsy? Do you know what that thing is? Hey, I couldn't help myself. Full moon and all. Oh, okay. Never mind. I read the wrong part first. Yes, I know, and he won't hurt you. I will see to it. You and we need to talk, and there's not much time. That actually seems just out of place no matter what. When he just says, I couldn't help myself. Full moon. Like, where is that? Why? It doesn't even make sense for that panel. Alright, whatever. Anyways. Gee, looks like the old radiator sprung a leak there. Enough. Get out of the way, Bootsy. I'm sending this degenerate back to hell. Bring it on, meat boy. Maybe there's no blood in your veins, but I'm still gonna get a kick out of bringing you down. Stop it. I command you. This is a holy place, Wolfram. You owe allegiance to the Shining City. You will do what I say. Shining City? What are you talking about? It's weird to me that Spawn would still question something like that. He's been to some like big, I forget what it was, but he's spoken to angels. He's spoken to a leader of angels, but before this issue and all that kind of stuff. So it's weird to me, some of his questions. I'm like, what? How do you still ask about that? Like, what are you talking about? You know old Bootsy's got a halo hidden under his cap, don't you? But he ain't no saint. Yeah, I got your number, Bootsy. You're not supposed to interfere with mortals. But I know you saved that bum's life. They're gonna haul your self-righteous ass before the seraphic tribunal, and then we'll see who's giving orders. I'm not afraid to answer for my actions, but for now I'm still the ranking emissary, and you will do what you are told. Don't worry, I can bide my time. The day is coming, my friend. This whole part to me is a little stupid. The vampire just wants to kill Spawn just cause, like, it's just, I don't know. I don't get this. This seems dumb. It's like it's just a dumb way to introduce a character, you know? Like, I don't know. And there's nothing you can do. The ranks of my kind are legion, just waiting in the night to strike. There's an army on the march, kids. Just wait and see. I don't intend on waiting. We can finish this now. Ooh, tough guy. Why so hostile, Spawn? You and me were cut from the same rotten cloth. I am nothing like you. Undead, cursed to walk the earth, skulking in shadows. None of that rings a bell. Guess I got the wrong guy. Back off. Of course. Unlike you, I wear the mark of heaven and ain't the only one. Oh, there's a whole nest of them down by the Bowery. Now that's a scene that'll make your flesh crawl, if you had any flesh, that is. The way I see it, Spawn, heaven's given me and mine a license to kill, and we're gonna use it. That's enough, Wolfram. Your mandate is clearly defined. Ah, geez, Bootsy, you're no. Wait, someone's coming. I can smell it. The police. We've got to get you out of here, both of you. Al Simmons, we still need to talk. I'll find you in Wolfram. I'll deal with you later. See you around, Spawn. Not if I see you first. Yeah, this is all mostly boring. This is all turning out badly. Yeah, I generally love this story. Sometimes we get in these, like, none of this has been interesting to me. A little stupid pissing contest, I guess. Like, and no real reason as to why it's happening. It's just like, okay. If I'm not careful, this could all blow up in my face. Freeze, police. Peace be with you, officers. He's gonna vanish in front of him. What's going on here? We had reports of a disturbance. I'm sorry, officer. Afraid that must have been me. See, sometimes I have trouble sleeping. I cry out in my sleep. I didn't mean to bother no one. Likely story, pal. I want you planted there like a lamppost. Keep those hands up, boys. Do a perimeter sweep. Yeah, this is boring. I don't like the cop stuff. It's just boring. Like, I already want to skip this whole thing because I'm pretty sure I'm going to be bored here, too. I got it. How many peas and decapitated? One, sir. I can't get the image of that poor girl out of my mind. I know what you mean. It's been one blah, blah, blah. I don't care. Blah, blah, blah. Got a visitor, Bootsy. Duh, duh, duh. So Bootsy's coming to the cops to talk to them. I don't have much time and I shouldn't be saying anything, but please listen closely. The stakes are about to be raised and Hellspawn is going to need you and you're going to need him. Recently, in recent issues, Sam and Twitch had Cogliostro explain to them that he was chosen by Spawn and they're basically his bitch in a non-like mean way. But they have to help him because now their lives are like connected, and no matter what, they're supposed to help him for just cause. I'm taking a great risk getting involved, but in the big picture, it's very important that Spawn survive what's coming ahead. You must see that he does. Let's go, booby. Huh? What the frick? Indeed, sir. Scraps. That's all we got, pal. Scraps of info, most of it conflicting, and none of it making any sense when you put it together. Oh, don't worry, you'll get more details. Just keep looking. Perhaps we've been going about it wrong. I've been thinking about what that gentleman said back at the precinct, sir, about the big picture. All I know is we gotta get a case that pays, and soon. That's the big picture. Do you believe coincidence, sir? Yeah, I guess so. Well, I don't. Not anymore. I used to believe in coincidence. Not anymore. Well, I think we're looking at something that's far too complex to be coincident. Let's start at the beginning. Sheep Banks, Billy Kincaid, Antonio Twistelli, Jason Wynn, the Old Man Cog, Rat City, the Freak, the Gang War, even that gentleman named Bootsy, right? A number of admittedly lurid but seemingly separate events. Yeah, I'm following you. Step back and look at them from a distance. Examine the geometry of the situation. Imagine each event as a point on a grid. And if we draw lines connecting them, they all pass through the same point. They all have one thing in common. Spawn, yeah. And who else? Us. I get your meaning, Twitch. Jesus, this could be the case of the century. Still believe in coincidence, sir? His stay at the shelter ended 3 days ago. Said he wasn't making enough of an effort. Okay. Tossed out on the street like so much refuse yesterday's news. Just another sad, pathetic turn in the downward spiral of Eddie Beckett. Screw him, he says. All them bastards, who are they to judge? It's not his fault that his wife got cancer, or that the HMOs wouldn't do anything about it till it was too late. Or that he got too sauced after the funeral and ran head on into a family coming home from Coney Island. Or that the damned lawyers bled his last dime. He used to dream about what is it? Like, okay. He used to dream about a house in the country, a private jet. Now all he hopes for is a warm place to sleep and something halfway edible out of a dumpster. Alright. Funny how your priorities change. It's funny. But I would never feel bad for a rich person getting put into being a poor situation. Mostly because rich people don't understand. They don't have a perspective of being poor, and they pretend that they understand or think they understand, and they have no damn clue. So I would not feel like, whatever. I don't want people to be screwed over. I'm just saying, like, I'm not gonna feel bad for a rich person who ends up being poor, unless I got to know them and, you know, whatever, right? Like, but just the idea of it, I'm like, He catches it out of the corners of his eye. Just a brown paper package, nothing special, but somehow it calls out to him. Maybe a stash of cash some gangster left behind, or maybe a bag of jewels dropped in a heist. Hell, maybe it's someone's takeout that hasn't gone bad yet. Ew, it smells vile, like the inside of a slaughterhouse. What the hell is this crap? Necroplasm, a bag full of congealed sin intended as the freak's trophy from his encounter with the spawn. Interesting. Eddie curses his luck. He should have known better than to hope. Things are never going to change for him. Nothing. How could he know? They will wake tomorrow complaining of unspeakable nightmare. Oh, whoops. Okay, yeah. Elusive as the shadow, Spawn cuts a jagged swath above the gaping canyons of Manhattan. Across the city, wherever he moves, resting souls are shaken from their slumber, hearts pounding, lungs clutching for breath. They'll wake tomorrow complaining of unspeakable nightmares. Okay. I love the art in this, man. It's pretty cool. The day of reckoning is coming, little one. And on that day, the righteous shall be separated from the wicked. Each shall know who they are. But we already know what side you're on, don't we, boy? I forgot that some of this, the story gets really dark, and some issues are darker than others. And there was a previous story earlier in the series where Spawn meets a couple of kids, couple really young kids, and one of them ends up killing their father. It's just crazy, twisted stuff. But the father was a psycho, like abusive, super douche. So yeah, they get, the story gets into like some what I would consider real stuff, you know, like, man, real messed up stuff. Let this be a warning to those like you, those lost sheep who stray from the fold. The night belongs to those who walk with us, not against us. Merrick, if you're ready. Oh, I'm ready, and the Lord said, let there be light. Are they like electrocuting? They are, huh, this kid? Jeez. I wonder how. Now I'm curious, like, where the kid came from, why the kid's with these people. Like, I don't know where this is random, right? Like, out of nowhere, this is just kind of happening. I guess it's just one of those like random crimes Spawn comes across or something. Damn, he kicked me. Hold him still. What the? Release the child. I don't know who the hell you are, but you crashed the wrong party. Hit the lights, gentlemen. It's showtime. Bad move. Now I'm gonna count to 3. You're dead meat. 1. The darkness rings out with the peal of gunfire and the snap of breaking bones. Gunpowder flash illuminates the room like a strobe light. Constricted throats crowd a chorus of unholy sounds. 2. Damn it, I'm hit. Where the hell is he? This is cool. I like the scene, the way they do it in the darkness and the like little splatter like frames around the characters. Like, that's cool. Over there by the wall. No, that's me. To your left. 3. Lights come on. Boop. That's funny. Easy there, son. It's over. What was this, a trap? Is this kid a demon? I'm just kidding. You got a home to go to? Mm-hmm. Then go there now. As he watches Spawn disappearing in the night, the boy begins to smile. He really doesn't understand at all, does he? The Hellspawn doesn't have a clue which side is which. What strange luck, he thinks. Yeah, this is the frickin' Violator, probably. Huh. It's weird the tests they do for Spawn. This is very strange stuff. The boy laughs now, a hearty, ancient laugh, his razor teeth glinting in the moonlight. He raises his shirt, revealing an emblem blazoned across his belly. It's the same as the Hellspawn's, only reversed black on white. The brand of heaven. Oh, snap. Alright, and then I'm not going to read through this news thing. It basically kind of recaps what's happening in the story, in the issue, and in a news format. And it's always boring to me, so I skip these. And they can be cool, they have information, but it's stuff I already know this, I just read the issue. So it's this little mini recap. We'll continue on to issue number 73, The Heap. So I'm in the mood to keep reading. That's a pretty cool cover. I forget what that character is, the big guy. Son of a bitch, why did this have to happen to us? It ain't fair. Sir, you're overreacting. It's only a minor ruffle. There are other avenues available to us. We do have options. You mean? Yes, sir, the stairs. I'll telephone building maintenance in the morning and let them know the elevator. Okay, so this is all boring. I did. Filler dialogue, man. We'll have to go up the stairs. Like, okay. Alright, so they're looking for Cog, or, oh no, Cog found them, I guess. We must speak about the Hellspawn. Matters are about to become decidedly more complicated. No kidding, they always are, right? I warned you two that you were chosen to assist him, to be his eyes, his hands in the human world. Something is coming. Look, you old fart, you got a lot of nerve breaking in here. You're lucky you're not shot full of holes. And what's with the Mr. Spooky act? I must concur. These cryptic encounters and vague circumlocutions? Circumlocutions. The hell's a what is this word? Are wearing a bit thin, Mr. Cagliostro. It is time you learned about your new master. He will be needing you all too soon, I'm afraid. I had hoped you two would have worked most of it out on your own. As you haven't, I'm leaving you a little present. It should shed some light on the situation. He's gone. What's that on the desk? Some kind of dossier. And then dossier is such a weird word. It's pronounced dossier, but it has an R at the end. That's always confusing. I'm just like, what the heck? I don't mind telling you, Twitch, that old fossil is really getting on my nerves. That's funny. And he gets on their nerves for different reasons. Like, he gets on my nerves for different reasons than them. But I like the character. He's an interesting character, Cagliostro. Rat City, the shadow-drenched demimonde of the city's outcasts. Home not only to the Hellspawn Al Simmons, but the scores of dealers, hustlers, addicts, and winos. And to one renegade angel who calls himself Bootsy. Hey, Bobby, how you feeling, pal? You okay now? These parts bore me usually as well, because it's just homeless people talking to each other. Bootsy, I still don't understand what happened, but I think I owe you my life. Whatever you did, thanks, pal. Don't mention it. Just go easy on the grape there, okay? Nah, it's okay. Just a little dip to take the edge off. Bobby, I'm fine. Buddy, it comes and goes like this. Okay, well, take it easy, all right? Listen, I have to tell you something. I might have to go away, maybe for good. I could be in trouble. I did something I wasn't supposed to do. Trouble? What are you talking about? He meddled in the affairs of mortals by saving your life. Now he fears celestial retribution. Isn't that right, Bootsy? Come, we need to speak. What's your game, Cagliostro? The machinations of heaven are something you're hardly qualified to speak on. Enough, there is no time for petty squabbling. I need to find Spawn. The survival of both our camps depend on it. Hey, whatever you two been drinking, how about you pass the bottle? Sure, yo! Don't act so surprised, you feel it too, don't you, Bootsy? There is a storm gathering, a third force, which lies between heaven and hell. It cares nothing of the war we wage, but it could prove the undoing of the Hellspawn. If Al Simmons perishes, we both know what happens next. The final battle will commence, and Earth will be torn apart in the process. A few weeks ago, Eddie Beckett was about as low as a man could get. Hopeless, helpless, not a friend in the world, but that's all changed. Now Eddie sees himself as a squire of the streets, a man of action, the kind of man who gets things done. Come on, Eddie, I'm dry as a desert. How are you going to score the goods? Leave it to me. I'm made to amaze. Alright, then. Let me have a pint of Old Harper, 3 bottles of T-Bird, some of that blah, blah, blah. I don't care. I'm going to give you 1 pack of cigarettes because I'm a nice guy, but you got to earn the right. Let's see. You think you hold out on us? Think you can mess with me and mine? What'd I do? What the hell? What? Oh, I did skip again. Okay. Sometimes like my key like double presses or whatever for some reason. Come on, Pops, you know I'm good for it. You ain't good for much lately. Let me explain the concept of trade to you. You give something of value to me, and in return, I give something of value. But lately, you ain't brought me nothing. Take the cigs and come back when you got something I can use. Hey, Pops, was that no good bum who was just in here? I don't trust him. Here he's holding out on us. What? He's got the hope diamond hidden under them rags of his. I don't know what the hope diamond is. That's just funny though. I don't know, but Gino and Mickey heard him bragging to the other trash bags how he lucked into something special. I don't like it. He did he? Well, I still don't think he could have much of nothing, but you check it out just the same. Don't worry, Pops, I'll talk to him. Let him know gently that you don't muck with the dominoes. The dominoes. Think you'd hold out on us? Think you'd mess with me and mine? What'd I do? Word is you came across something of value, got greedy. You know the deal. Your job is to keep your eyes open. You tell us when someone is going away for the weekend or when some rich kid parks his car in a stupid place. That's your job. It's not your place to be lifting goods for yourself. So whatever it is you found, hand it over. It's not like that. Look, it was just talk. Just big talk. I don't mean nothing to anyone but me. Look, I'll show you. See, it's not worth anything. Just something I found. Makes me feel special, confident. I don't know why. Let me see. What the hell? It's a bag full of snot. You think this is funny? No, it's just right. Like, yeah, this is it. We take care of you and you're playing some kind of sick joke. Is that it? No, I swear. Real funny, loser. I'm busting the gut here. No. Like, anyways, that's funny. Who's laughing now, dipstick? It's weird, right? Like, it's just weird. It reminds me a little bit of Cyan's pacifier. Like, it's special to her and reasons she doesn't even know. Cyan, the little girl who freaks out now. It's a new part of the story where she just flips out when the pacifier is out of reach. Or possibly, like, seems like it might get lost or whatever. It's like the part of the story was, like, she almost ran into traffic for it. Like, but yeah, some stuff is special to some people, you know? Different reasons. Could be magic, could be something else. Could just be nostalgia or whatever. Hours pass, the moon arcs through the night sky. Sprawled at the literal crossroads of heaven and hell, Eddie Beckett lies dying, his body numb to the blood, warm breeze that flows through the alleys. Against the aching, slow drip of time, he clings desperately to his last moments. He does not know that the strange, eerie substance he so coveted, in fact... One sec. In fact, the fuel behind his aggressiveness contains a portion of the Hellspawn's power. Dying with slow and shallow breaths, he doesn't notice the necroplasm inching languidly towards him. That's interesting. Is this gonna turn him into a Hellspawn? Like... Necroplasm is symbiotic by nature. It requires a host in order to function properly. It seeps into his wounds, mixing with blood, permeating his organs, eating the marrow from his bones, recreating the host for its own needs. But Eddie Beckett doesn't understand any of this. Oh, that's gross too. Oh my gosh. Reminds me of like Wolverine when Magneto tore him apart. That was nuts, man. I'm pretty sure I have that physical issue. He only understands the pain. What is happening to me? A new being is born, drawing form from its fetid environment, reaching out to the refuse and waste of the city, pulling in all the bubbling contagion, the putrid decay that mankind has littered upon the world. It strips away flesh and bone, replacing them with crumbling filth and broken glass, grows a shambling mound of parasitic debris, casting off the host and bringing a new creature into existence. Oh, this was the cover art. Okay. I guess I hadn't seen this creature before. All creation is accompanied by pain. In the dark boom on the alleyways, this moldering heap shudders and quakes, gathering itself. This Spawn goes through something similar as well. And then, in the toxic yellow light of the street lamps, the creature rises. It's a cool looking creature, a little bit like Clayface. Oh, and okay, and then the news and the end of the issue. Okay. No, almost. All right. I'm glad. I hate like sometimes the news is in the middle of the story too, but I don't like it when it's at the end. All right. By midday, the city burns like a hot coal. It is the type of heat that causes passions to rise with the mercury, the kind of heat that makes loyal husbands and wives rashly pack their bags and abandon their spouses, their children without a word. And this is so like what? I didn't know there was a heat like that. I mean, I can believe it, but we're like, what? This is, like, is that normal for you? The kind of heat that just makes people up and just leave their family? I like what? What? That leads quiet, sensible men to lonely rooftops where they look down on the city with murder in their minds. Yeah, this is a weird heat. This has got to be a magical heat. I'm not familiar with this heat. Like, okay, I guess. Perspective, right? It's interesting because it's written like that's a real thing, and I'm like, what are you talking about? Those who can flee the city heading for a more pleasant climb. Is that supposed to be climate? Climb? More pleasant climb just across the nearest bridge. Those who can't try desperately to find a way to escape or endure or forget. As the day slips into evening, the heat increases. Forecast for tomorrow, more of the same. The heat does not abate with the coming of night. The shadows drape across the alleyways like layers of hot tar. One of the shadows moves. I hate that. Doesn't that suck when it gets to be nighttime and it's still really, really hot in the dark? It's kind of like warm rain. Um, I always find warm rain to be interesting. Like I don't hate it, but I don't love it. And I love rain. Like I love rain, but when it's warm, it's like, well, it's kind of cool, but like it's just weird. Anyways, Bobby, over here, Al. How you doing, buddy? I need to find Bootsy. Where is he? Bootsy, what do you want him for? There's something wrong in the alleys. Angels, vampires, and now something else. I can feel it like a part of me. I think Bootsy knows the answers. Well, what are you guys on? Bootsy barely knows his own name. He's a nice guy, don't get me wrong. Bootsy is not what he appears. Have you seen him or not? Yeah, I saw him a while ago. He was at the place he likes, near that old boarded up book binders. The Dead Zone. Dead Zone? What Dead Zone, Al? Premonitions. A dull sense of peril grips the hellspawn as he moves through the alleys. An unnamed dread calling out to him. A strange presence that reverberates through his necroplasmic core. Familiar like some vague echo of himself. It's watching like a great beast and breathing in, out slowly, deliberately. I guess it's a part of my. They did mention that the necroplasm in the bag that the dude found was part of Spawn's blood, like left over from him or whatever. Waiting patiently for the right moment to act, because the necroplasm is his blood, kind of, and I guess that was his. So now there's a creature made out of Al Simmons or whatever, which is kind of weird. The alleyways shudder and convulse, raining down refuse and debris. That's funny. This happened. That part was already said like a few pages ago. That same exact thing. I noticed in a couple issues, like in a recent issue, there was a page. Reddit had this thing on it, and then the next page had the exact same words. I think they just didn't realize that they put the story here and there, right? Like, cause I think what happened was they forgot they put it in, and then put it in again, something like that, right? Like this is the second time I've noticed that like outright. Like it says the exact same thing that they just said. A little weird. The Spawn misunderstanding looks for signs of an intruder, someone or something hiding behind the piles of trash. Instinctively, a sentient cape reacts, gathers itself for battle. The rumbling grows louder, a great wave of waste collecting itself, undulating, shimmering with damp, fetid heat. And Spawn looks up to discover this vague dread he feels has a face. Nearby, worn heels strike hot asphalt. Cog, thank God you're here. It's happening. I don't know what, but I can feel it. That danger you spoke of is coming for Spawn. We have to find him, help him. Now you want to help him? I thought heaven wanted him dead. Don't play games with me, Cog. This is too important. You know what's at stake. Very well, we both knew this day would come. I just hope we're not too late. That art's nuts, man. Oh, it's swallowing him. Wow. Spawn struggles against the towering wall of living rubbish, engulfed by the rotting heat of decay. Decades of abandoned refuse given human form, all the poisonous debris that has assaulted the earth, all the carelessly discarded debris that has marred nature's verdant glory, gathers itself into an unstoppable gargantuan heap. Yes, that's what they're naming the character, huh? Heap. It's heap. For centuries, nature has endured the indifferent offenses of mankind. Beginning tonight, nature is striking back. To be continued. Interesting. And I'll end this video here and maybe start recording it. As I'm gonna continue reading, so I might do another recording. We'll see how it goes. Do let me know if you're interested in this. I know it'd probably be better if I did voices. And depending if I keep doing this like a lot, then I might end up doing that. But I'm just not there. I'm mostly just reading it. Like I'm not even like trying to do a thing. I'm just like, you know what? I'll share it. See if people are interested in checking something like this out. You know. Anyways, all right. I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.